Darkness falls over the Pokemon trading card game in the new Pitch Black. It's scary. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our opening of Mega Evolution Pitch Black. Now, you may notice there's only the booster box here. This was really all I was able to score. I was also able to score 2 booster bundles, but I sort of got excited and opened them early. We didn't really get too many things. We got like a couple full arts, which actually, let me grab those. We got really nothing of note. Got a Wailord, 2 Cannon, and 2 Mega Slowbros. But anyway, we're here with Mega Evolution Pitch Black. Mega Darkrai is the cover. There's Zero Aura. There's Chandelure. And Excadrill somewhere. Delve into darkness beyond limits. Twinkling city lights and a starry sky become obscured in darkness as Mega Darkrai EX arises with mystery and malice. But Mega Zero Aura fights back with thunderous strikes of lightning, leading the way for Mega Chandelure, Mega Excadrill, and more to join the fray. Shadows deepen and nightmares become reality in the Pokemon TCG Mega Evolution Pitch Black expansion. Now, I know I said after the Greninja video, I was like, oh guys, we're going to be doing Magic the Gathering next. But trust me, Magic the Gathering will be next after this. It's new Pokemon set day. You know we gotta, well, it's the day after. Like, it's new Pokemon set weekend. We gotta open the new Pokemon set. But yeah. So, Pitch Black. What do I have to say about you? I will say, it was a struggle trying to get product for this. The site for the first drop was very low. I could not get anything. I tried. I waited. I was a good boy, but nothing. And then they did a second drop, which was only booster bundles and booster box. So I got the booster box and the booster bundles, which, like, what do I wish I was able to get both? Absolutely. But, you know, in this day and age, so I have to be happy with what we get. And then I tried the other day for the 30th anniversary drop. I was not able to get anything. I kept getting it, then it kept bumping me back to like the queues and stuff. I want to set the booster box to the side and let's start. So what am I hoping for? Well, actually, one of the ones I'm hoping for is the cover. I want the Chandelure EX SIR, Special Illustration Rare. I also want the Gwyn Special Illustration Rare, because out of all of the trainers in Legends EA, she's one of, if not my favorite. I love Kanari too. I love Kanari. But, you know, I want Gwyn. When it comes to normal art rares, I want the Primarina. I also want Mega Zero Aura EX. That's pretty much it. And luckily, they're all cheap enough to where I could just buy them straight out if I wanted to. They're not like super expensive like Greninja is. Well, was. Greninja still is expensive. Slowpoke, Shieldon, Poltergeist, Vullaby, Annihilate, Gwyn, Palafin, Bombardier, Fossil Quarry, Spiritomb, and a basic water. Oh boy. So, here's Mega Zero Aura. I really like Mega Zero Aura. Mega Zero Aura is awesome. So how was everyone's release day? Was it good? Did your Pokemon Center orders come? Were you able to find stock, whether it be at your LGS, which always support your LGS if you're able to, or did you get it at a big box retailer like a Target or Walmart? By the way, I will say, I like now they put a lot of different Pokemon on the code cards as opposed to just Pikachu. But I hope you all were able to have fun today. Oh, I see something shiny at the back. Pomantis, Mankey, Charcadet, Inkay, Seaking, Dark Bell, with active non-dark, Bayonet, Mankey, Primeape, Mega Darkrai EX. I might say I also want the Mega Darkrai EX. Anyway, Mega Darkrai, 280 HP. Dark, the Mega Evolved form of Darkrai. Disgrade does 110 plus for 2 Dark. If your benched Pokemon have any damage counters on them, this attack does 110 more. Then Abyss Eye. If your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, knock it out. But, you know, this set's awesome. The main set that I'm really looking forward to is Storm Emeralda, which comes out, I think, after the 30th anniversary set. It's the Mega Rayquaza set. I think in English it's called like Delta Rain. So, be cool. I really hope I'm able to get that one. Shuppet, Mankey, Brion. Also Honey the Premier Art Rare, although I'm pretty sure I said that. Gladion's Final Battle, Sinistra, Malamar, Relicanth, Gwyn, Shadowy Energy, and a basic. But yeah, Pitch Black. I mean, Pitch Black, personally for me, it isn't as hype as Chaos Rising was for me, just because Chaos Rising has had a Pokemon I really like as the cover. I mean, Pitch Black has a Pokemon I like, but not as much as Greninja. Bronzor, Primate, Trumbeak, Grubbin, Bronzong, Relicanth, Backtrack Badge, Dark Bell, Seaking, Gwyn Full Art. I actually wanted this too. I sort of forgot to mention it. I love Gwyn. She's awesome, dude. Chandelure too, one of my favorite Pokemon. Probably my favorite Pokemon from Gen 5, if I'm being honest. So Gwyn, Full Art Trainer Supporter. Focus, please. Discard up to 2 Pokemon that don't have a rule box from your hand, and draw 3 for each card you discard this way. EX, V, etc. have rule boxes. Surprised they're still saying like V, because like the only time you're using V Pokemon is if you're in a like an expanded format game. Which hey, maybe the card is going to be seen play. I don't know. Litwick, cute little guy. Just you know, Pokedex entry. Absorbs Life Force, but that's okay. Pick-a-Peck, Sizzlipede, Mastiff, Marshadow, another one of my favorite guys. I'm so happy he's in ZA. Relicanth, Rustic Grunt, Spiritomb, Heatran, Morpeko, and Basic Electric. Speaking of ZA, I love ZA, but I have not finished the Hyperspace Pokedex yet. I'm missing 4. And it's, the gameplay loop is so repetitive. I've talked about it before, but constantly having to scan and go back and scan and go back, I don't like it. Morpeko EX, 180 HP, Basic Dark, Wheelie Draw for 1, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 6, Hangry Blaster, 40 plus. For 2 Dark, it does 40 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. But yes, I know I said in my last video, I said I'm going to be opening Magic the Gathering next. But, you know, I can't just ignore Pitch Black on release day. That's not staying true to my morals as a Pokemon TCG opener. And other opener, a game player, please watch my gameplay videos. They didn't get many views. If y'all like just cards, I'm more than fine to just do cards, but I also want to sort of do other things. Centiskorch, Skarmory, Poplio, Antique Skull Fossil, Dolomise, Resident Grunt, Heatran, Bronzor, Bakavolt, Armarouge, Basic Dark. I mean, 'tis what 'tis in regards to Pokemans. Next pack. All right. Cranidos, Wailmer, Grubbin, Mandibuzz, Dolomise, Bronzong, Toucannon, Gladion Final Battle, Thievul, Koraidon, and Basic Energy. Of course, all my friends are messaging me when I'm opening up my Pokemon cards. And of course, it's some BS. No, I'm kidding. I love my friends a lot. It's not BS. I just joke when I say it's like, it's not of importance right now. Drober, Bombardier, Charjabug, Mabostiff, Lampent. Will we get all of them? We'll see. Fossil Cord, Toucannon, Trumbeak, Armarouge, Voltaic Energy. I think this is actually the last of these special type energies. And a basic. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, or I might be right, or I am wrong, which I most likely am, because I'm not very smart. I am a very stupid chud. Jinx, Drillbur like Wilbur, Charcadet, Bombardier, Slowbro, Missy's Vitality, Bayonet, Sizzlipede, Manectric Art Rare, Bastiodon, and Basic Energy. Manectric! Electric, 120 HP, Stage 1, Evolved form of Electrike. Flashing Barrier, 50 damage for 2 lightning. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Evolution Pokemon. Sonic Edge, 110. This attack's damage isn't affected by effects on your opponent's active Pokemon for 3 lightning. Hero! Let's go to the next pack. What will we get? Will we get a special illustration rare? Or something else? It might be good. We'll see. I hope it's peak. I love Pokemon cards. Yeah. Finn is in. Antique Armor Fossil. Type Null. Tropius. Tremendous Moth. Wow. Slowbro. Missy's Vitality. Slowpoke. Poplio. Spiritomb. And Basic Energy. Basic Energy. Guys, you're not basic. None of y'all are basic. Unless you're one of those people who only watches Love Island and drinks Starbucks and goes to Target. In which case, yeah, you are basic. Fomantis, Inkay, Poplio, Centiskorch, Thievul, Dark Bell, Lampent, Fomantis, Sinistcha, My Goat, and Basic Energy. Oh, I don't care about that right now, though. Is Mega Chandelure of the base game. Mega Evolutions. My favorite. My favorite. I'm so glad that Gen 5 got the majority of Mega Evolutions along with Gen 6 Pokemon because, you know, the generation that got the most Mega Evolutions was Generation 3. Hoenn got a lot of Mega Evolutions. And, like, the ones that were behind it that had, like, the least were Kalos and Unova. So I'm nice to see that Kalos and Unova got a lot of Megas in Legends EA. Anyway, Mega Chandelure, 350, Stage 2, Mega Evolved form of Chandelure, evolves from Lampent, Binding Flame. Your opponent's active Pokemon retreat cost is 1 more. And then Phantom Maze, 130 plus for 2. This does 50 more damage for each energy, I think, in your opponent's active Pokemon retreat cost. Hunt for that SIR, because that SIR is a beautiful. A beautiful. It's a beautiful. Oh, Magikarp's falling. Falling. Dreaming. I'm gonna cry all night. Trying to make sure I don't give myself paper cuts. Paper cuts. Paper. I almost knocked over the camera. That would be bad. Goldeen. Naked. Slowpoke. Shield on. Manectric. Palafin. Thievul. Palafin again. Charjabug. My Goat. Primarina. And Basic Lightning Energy. I'm not reading Primarina, but like Primarina genuinely might be my second favorite starter Pokemon. 150 HP, you know, water. It just has the best typing ever. It's Water Fairy, which are my 2 favorite Pokemon types. So that's what all my favorite Pokemon are. Greninja, Sylveon, Vaporeon, Gardevoir, Swampert, Primarina. Dude, water-type Pokemon have such banger designs. And, you know I'm probably getting ahead of myself. Oh, Milotic, too. I'm hoping, and I'm short, and I know this is just wishful thinking. It probably won't happen. I'm hoping they give Primarina a regional evolutional form in Winds and Waves. I know. You're thinking, Cherry, why? Why would they give one starter? Why would they do this in something that isn't a spin-off game like Legends? Primate, Antique Armor Fossil, Skarmory, Trumbeak, Backtrack Barrage, Electric, Palafin, Mastiff, Backtrack Badge, Sylveon, Basic Dark Energy. Why do I think they would do it? One, as a celebration of Sun and Moon's anniversary. Now, I know what y'all are going to say. It's like, oh, my bulk's falling. My bulk. Primarina. Primarina. No, that's someone else. Because of course it must fall during crucial moments. Let's pick you back up. But anyway, Primarina getting an alternate evolution in Winds and Waves. Why? One, as a way to celebrate Sun and Moon. You know, the games this year are turning 10 years old. Two, I just think it would be cool. Three, it sort of fits in a way because Poltergeist, Bullaby, Shuppet, Mankey, Banette, Jet, Annihilate, Pikipek, Goldeen, Zarude, Basic Energy. You know, 10th anniversary of Sun and Moon. Also, I mean, Winds and Waves focused on like winds and waters. So like either give it to Primarina, you know, a Pokemon who I think would fit very well in the Winds and Waves decks, or give it to Milotic. It would be really cool. Goldeen, Skullfossil, Bronzor, Poltergeist, Annihilate, Fossil Quarry, Seaking, Rust Syndicate, Voltaic, Lurantis EX. I don't know. Does Lurantis EX have an SIR? I don't think so. Grass, Stage 1, evolves from Lurantis. Evolves from Fomantis, sorry. My personal grass type of choice when it comes to Sun and Moon gameplay. A Lively Cutter for 1 grass and 60 plus. This Pokemon was healed during the turn. It does 200 more damage than Leaf Guard during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon takes 50 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. At the very least, which I don't think they'll give it to Primarina. I hope they give it to Milotic. Because Milotic fits so well. And honestly, after not getting a Mega Evolution, which I sort of feel like was meant to happen because in the Delta episode of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, like all of the Elite Four in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire use Mega Evolution. Brionne, Electric, Litwick, Pikipek, Seaking, Fekavolt, Malamar, Finizen, Shuppet, Cryonon, Basic Fighting. You know, the Elite Four members all use Mega Evolutions. Oh, did I squish a boot? I did squish a booster pack. Silly. Oh, I squished 2. You know what? We'll open up the one I pulled first. Anyway, they all use Mega Evolution. Sydney uses Mega Absol. Gloria uses Mega Glalie. Yeah, Mega Glalie, because Mega Frostlass didn't exist at the time. Drake uses Mega Salamence, and Phoebe uses Mega Banette. And of course, Steven Stone uses Mega Metagross. Everyone except for Wallace gets a Mega Evolution. I was like, what the flip, dude? Oh, Fomantis art rare. I didn't know Fomantis got an art rare. Aw, so cute. Grass, basic, 70 HP. Reckless Charge, 30. Also does 10 to itself. Anyway, let's open up the packs that were hidden behind Mega Darkrei's gaze. Maybe the goods are in here. Which is why he wanted to keep it hidden away from us. We have Charjabug, Nickit, Finizen, Mankey, Delmise, Gwyn, Slowbro, Grubbin, Whalmer, Wailord, and a basic grass. Let's go ahead and read Mr. Wailord EX. Wailord EX, full art 308 HP, evolved from Whalmer, stage 1, yada yada. Surf, 120 for 3, and then falling down for 5, does 270. It's now asleep. But yeah, we don't know exactly too much about Winds and Waves. Gekwa, Pom Bomb, and Brout, I think, are the names of the starters. They look cool. I'm personally Team Gekwa because I've always usually been Team Water, except for when the Water type starter is bad, like in the form of Feraligatr, or in the form of the thing from Gen 9 that was the duck. Speaking of Pokemon that are not mid, my favorite mythical, or one of my favorite mythicals, probably my favorite, Marshadow is also my favorite mythical, I like a lot of mythicals. Mega Zero Aura EX, 270 HP, electric base, basic Pokemon of all form of Zero Aura. Thunderous Fist, 60 times for 1. It does 60 damage for each lightning attached. And then Zepto, turn 150 for 3. Switch this in with one of your benched. Boom. Oh, Zero Aura. You know, the release was like, Mega Zero Aura is in the game. Yay! Mega Zero Aura has been cut from the game. No! Then like, haha, guess what, guys? Mega Zero Aura is coming back in the DLC. Yay! I was very happy. As one of the only Zero Aura fans in the world, I was like, thank God. Poltergeist, Centiscorch, Skull Fossil, Skarmory, Palafin, Backtrack Badge, Bronzong, Grubbin, Wilmer, another Primarina, and a basic Water Energy. I felt like, you know, around the time Zero Aura came out, it was like 2017 that it came out. 2018. And it was on the 3DS. Was anyone using their 3DS in 2018? I mean, I was, but not as much. Like, I got mine because, you know, I had to. But I feel like a lot more people remember Zero Aura from... It was sort of like Zygarde. People remember Zygarde a lot more from Sun and Moon. The way with Zero Aura was that I think a lot more people remembered it from Sword and Shield. Because it was like late 2019, early 2020, they did the raid event for Zero Aura. And if you got enough, you would get the shiny version. Which happened. Everyone who had home got the shiny version. Who had Pokemon Home got the shiny version delivered to their inbox. I was like, oh, cool. And then people moved on. And Zero Aura was not in Scarlet Violet. But then it and Marshadow were in Legends ZA. Although Legends ZA does sort of have some ties to Alola. I mean, the whole... like after you catch Zygarde, it was like, you know, Lysander's like, you know, come to think of it, that moves Zygarde used is really reminiscent of ones used in the Alola region, those Z moves. I was like, oh, okay. Antique Armor Fossil, Electric, Trumbeak, Mankey, Gwyn, Heatran, Seaking, Bullseye, Mega Slowbro, Mega Delphox EX. I didn't know you were in this set. I'm going to be for real. I did not know you were here. Delphox. 350 HP. Mega Ball form of Delphox. Stage 2. Fire. Trick Portal. Look at the top 9 cards of your deck, and you may put any number of Pokemon you find there onto your bench. Shuffle the other back into the deck. Eerie Glow for a Fire and 2 colors. 200. Your opponent's active Pokemon's no burn and confused. I have a lot of sweet memories towards Delphox. Pokemon X and Y were the first Pokemon games I played. And the first starter I ever chose was Fennekin. And then I ended up restarting my save file, like at the 7th gym, because I was like, you know what, I want to use Greninja. And I ended up using Greninja. And even though Delphox is number 2 compared to Greninja for me, I still love it to death. I love it dearly. I think Delphox gets way too much hate. Yes, it's bipedal. Yes, it's kind of like a furry. Here's the thing, though. Frankly, I do not care. I do not care at all. Pikipek, Electrike, Sizzlipede, Jinx, Gladiol's Final Battle, Sinistcha, Rust Syndicate Guard, Palafin, Cranidos, Koraidon, Basic Water Energy. And look, here's the thing. People are like, oh my god, it's on its 2 legs. Frankly, could not care. People like that way about Incineroar. Don't care at all. You don't have to like the Pokemon that stand on 2 legs. I do. I like it. Meowscarada is my favorite Gen 9 starter. Like, generally, Meowscarada is probably one of my favorite grass starters in general. I really like Meowscarada. I think it gets way too much hate. Sizzlipede, Bronzor, Charjabug, Finizen, Sinistcha, Fossil Quarry, Tremendous Bomb, Missy's Vitality, Brion, Energy Switch, Full Art, Basic Fighting Energy. Energy Switch, it just moves an energy from a Pokemon to another. Cool. Who cares? But yeah, I think the hate towards bipedal starter Pokemon is forced. I think it's forced. I just do. I'm sorry. I like Meowscarada. I like Delphox. I like Cinderace. I like Inteleon. I like Primarina. I like Incineroar. I like them all. I don't care. Whalmer, Mandibuzz, Fomantis, Mankey, Relicanth, Dhelmise, Dark Bell, Jinx, Marshadow, Silvally, Basic Grass. We've had some pretty good hits, though, so far, I will say. A decent amount of hits. But that Primarina Art Rare, those SIRs that I'm hunting after, please. Please come to me. Grubbin, type null. Drober, Poplio, Relicanth, Manectric, Rust Syndicate, Zarude, Toucannon, Shadow Energy, Basic Psychic. Come on, man. Alright. This is the Pede. Jinx, Whalmer, Mandibuzz, Jet, Marshadow, Gwyn, Mabostiff. There we go, buddy. Heck yeah. Primarina Art Rare. Let's go, buddy. Enriching Melody. Well, first, Stage 2, 150 HP, Water type, with Enriching Melody for its ability. Once per turn, once during your turn, you may play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon. What? Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one... Oh, when you play this from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you use this ability. Heal all damage from one of your Pokemon. Then Aqua Return, 120 for Water and Colorless. Shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards into the deck. Heck yeah, buddy. God, I love Primarina. Oh, Primarina is so awesome. Oh, so awesome. And he uses Z-moves. Z-moves, are they controversial? Yes. Do I think that they're probably the worst of the gimmicks? Yes. But they're awesome, man. They're just cool. They're just cool. Type Null, Tropius, Goldie, Nickit, Lekavolt, Seaking, Jet, Annihilate, Banette, Chi-Yu, Basic Energy. Come on. Give me Chandelure or Zeraora. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Chandelure, Chandelure, Gwyn, or Muku, as she's called in Japanese. Muku. There's a Pokemon called Muku. Oh, is it here? No, right on. Miraidon. Come on, man. I would like... I am very happy with my pulls that I've gotten so far. Do not make it seem like I am upset because I did not get a super shiny card. They're hard to pull. Chargebug, Mabostiff, Finizen, Armor Fossil, Manectric, Banette, Tremendous Bomb, Electrike, Jet, Shadow Energy, Basic Energy. I was going to buy an Elite Trainer box from GameStop, but here's the thing. They're charging $100 for an Elite Trainer box. I'm not paying $100 for an ETB, dude. No. I've made some crazy purchases before. I'm not gonna do that. No. I may be reckless, but I'm not a fool. I may be reckless, but I'm not a fool. Cranidos, Volibee, Litwick, Goldeen, Deevil, Lampent, Sinistcha, Charcadet, Synthescorch, Mega Slowbro, and Basic Fire Energy. Mega Slowbro. Shelnado Spin, 180 for 3. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if knocked out, place total damage counters on the opponent's Pokemon. Come on. Anyway, I guess since the last time we've talked, Magic Gathering released their Magicon Amsterdam Festival in a box that had a bunch of stuff in it. And was I able to snag it? Yeah, I was. And it came with Mystery Booster 2, which I am going to immediately turn around and sell. I do not care for Mystery Booster 2. I'm not a drafter. I've played draft. I think it's just fine. I'm just not a draft guy. So I'm gonna sell it to my LGS. You know, they can use it for draft night. They can use it for whatever. If they even buy it at all, we'll see. Because it goes for like 280 on the secondary market. Which low key, I'm not a TCG investor type. That's just not how I roll. I open these cards for fun. Frankly, if I don't get like 40 SIRs, I'm not gonna get mad. Unlike scalpers and whatnot. It's like, the thing is, Mystery Booster 2, I saw it and I was like, dude, I can get that and just... Well, also, it did have the movie poster, Atraxa, Creator's Voice. I was like, yep, I need that. I need that for my favorite card. Is it also A toxic card because of its ability to proliferate? Yes. However, nothing wrong with getting a little bit toxic, baby. Trumbeak, Grubbin, Centiscorch, Skarmory, Backtrack Back, Thievul, Heatran, Antique Skull Fossil. Ooh, Delmi's Art Rare, Primarina, again, and Basic Energy. Grubbin, get out of there, you silly. You're not a hit, you stupid boy. 140 HP, Psychic. Vengeful Anchor, 30 plus for 1. If you have 4 more Pokemon that have the hide and sneak ability in your discard pile, it does 140 more damage. Cool. All right, second to last packs. Can we do it? Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Shieldon, Blastoff, Slowpoke, Tropius, Ducannon, Blackavolt, Mitzi's Vitality, Jober, Chiyu, Jobo, Durncol, and Wilbur, Electric Energy, and Basic Dark Energy. All right, guys. Let's see. Now, to be fair, I did get the base forms of the Megas I liked, which is Chandelure, Darkrai, and Dolbex. Here we are. Last pack magic. And we're going to do something a little different. First, guess the energy. I want to say water. Electric. We're going to put... Yeah. We're going to put whatever this is at the front. So it'll be the last. Pokemon. Antique Armor Fossil. Type Null. Slowbro. Bronzong. Toucannon. Primeape. Bronzor. Inkay. Charcadet. And the last card, shiny. Ooh, Wailord EX. I've already read Wailord EX, so no need to do it again. So with that, that is the opening of Pokemon TCG Pitch Black. We didn't get the SIRs I was hoping for, but you know what? I'm happy with what it is we were able to score. Wow, look at all these cool guys. Let's zoom out. My favorite, easily, the Primarina. It's just so beautiful. And then second favorite is Gwyn. But with that, that is our opening of Pokemon Pitch Black, done and dusted. Next time, I will see you all for Magic the Gathering. I promise. I promise it's happening. All right. See you in the next one. Peace.